Well, this happened. I didn't have work today because it snowed, and I don't have my car cover yet. So the entire car was covered in snow this morning, and now it's raining. So I guess it's got to get rained on and just do its thing out here, I guess. But I'm not gonna stay out here too much because it's raining and I got my camera and microphone on right now. But I figured I'd talk to you guys about what was I gonna talk to you guys about today? Why did I come out here? I forgot. I remember why I came out here. So I put the PCI side skirts on. Now I didn't have any footage of it because it was kind of tricky to work with and do by myself, and like marking everything and all that other good stuff. But so there are the side skirts. I still have to work on the other side because one of them is missing because I didn't line the holes up right. But I got the spoiler on. I still need to work on that gap a little bit. These are all good. This side's good. I got the lip on the other side. So yeah, this one I'm missing right here because it didn't line up right. And then, like I said, the lip was on. I know some of you are probably cringing real hard right now, and you know, like I am too, but I mean, there's nothing I can do. There's absolutely nothing I can do. So if something was damaged during this, you know, I guess, oh well, it's too late. But everything's on, and I figured I'd pop the hood and show you all the mistakes they did. All the overspray, because it was kind of bad. So starting off from the back, they kind of sprayed my rear control arms. Look at that! Isn't that awesome? Where's the other one at? Look at that! They used to be red, so I guess I gotta deal with white control arms now. So yeah, they messed that up. But you know, everything over here, I mean, it's not too bad. They did their thing. So let me see if I can pop the hood now. I'm not sure if you can see that, but that's overspray all on that intake. Now it's all beat up and disgusting, and I don't plan on keeping it much longer, but I mean, they did do that. I don't know how this happened, but you know, again, I'm getting a new one. This is all going, you know, goodbye. Even these, they got my spark plug wires oversprayed. You know, just a lot of stuff. And what else? Oh, the power steering pump, all overspray. And even on the header way down there, but I mean, this is kind of okay. And then they did this. For some reason, this was black when I first got it, so they sprayed that, and they got the this piece is sprayed white on the other side. Some of the hood is sprayed white. Like you guys said, Maaco is a cheap place. You shouldn't really take your car to Maaco unless you do all the prep, like masking and everything. But I mean, I can't really complain for the price. I really can't. But like I said before, like everything else looks good. Like look at that shine, you can see it. Like they really did their thing. So this was called the wet look special, and it still looks pretty wet. So I mean, it is what it is. But this is all coming out in about a month or two, because I'm gonna be spraying the entire bay white or black or gray, who knows. I don't know what I should do yet, but it's gonna get redone. I'm gonna try to take out the ABS or have somebody take it out for me. Take out the power steering. What else? I think that's it. And then we're just gonna spray everything and make it look nice. And then I have another valve cover inside that I'm gonna put on here, and then hopefully this intake will be gone with, you know, another type of piping. And I plan on getting a Type R transmission because I want LSD, number one. And number two, you know, like people will say gas mileage this, gas mileage that. Like this car is not going to be a daily for much longer. I'm starting to lose faith in the whole daily thing. So I'm going to go inside now. Actually, this isn't even closed yet. There you go. Now I'm going to go inside and talk to you about what happened a few days ago. Okay, so as you read by the title, it says that I rode in a Civic Type R, and I did. I did ride in a Civic Type R. It's not clickbait or anything. I actually have a video clip that I'll show a little later. But first I figured I'd give a little backstory because it's kind of interesting. But basically, I was in training at Honda. If you guys don't know, I work at Honda now. I'm in sales. But I was in Honda one day, and one of my coworkers was just like, hey, there's a Type R outside. And I was like, what do you mean there's a Type R outside? There's no Type R's here. And he's like, dude, it's right outside. And he just showed me where the Type R was, and I just walk outside, and I'm like, they made Type R's in red? I don't remember them making it in red. And it was kind of matte, like it wasn't even like glossy or anything. So I was like, huh, that's kind of weird. So I take a picture of it because, I mean, what else do you do when you see a Type R? I think that was my second Type R that I've actually seen with my own eyes. Couldn't believe that there was just a Type R sitting right outside of my dealership. I just thought that was kind of odd. So I take a picture of it and didn't think much of it. I just took a picture like, oh, second time seeing Civic Type R. And a bunch of people started liking it, and then one person said something. The first comment on this, this picture was somebody with like an emoji, and I've never seen this name before. And his Instagram name actually is Franks_back, so like Frank's back. And I was like, I don't know who this is. I've never seen this person comment on any of my, my Instagram things before. So what do? I click the Instagram profile and see who it is. And sure enough, it's the guy who owns the car. A few days goes by, and I think I take another picture of it. And this time I actually like went outside because we were test driving cars, like learning how to, drive all the different types of trims and models of the Civics and the Accords and all this other stuff. I still have yet to drive an SI. All the other salespeople were kind of about that. They didn't want me driving the SI for the first car. Who cares? But it's whatever. That's a whole nother video. But yeah, so I took another picture of it, and the guy's just like, he said something. I can't even remember, but I was like, oh, cool. I'll see you at Honda Day. And he's like, I'll see you Monday. I'll give you a ride in it. And I was just like, whoa. This guy just offered me a ride in this Civic Type R. First time driving in a Civic Type R. Or riding in a Civic Type R. I thought that was pretty cool. So, I wait over the weekend, and then Monday shows up, and I'm like, oh, so about that ride along. And he's just like, yeah, right now, let's go. So I go out there, and I'm sitting looking at the car, taking pictures of it, and then, he comes out, and he's like, hey, what's up, all this other stuff. And he's like, so your cars are getting painted? And I was just like, yeah, it's getting painted. He's like, what happened to it, last time when you painted it? And I was like, what do you mean last? How do you know that I painted my car myself? And he's like, oh, dude, I watch your videos, this, that, and I'm just like, oh, gotcha. Now it makes sense. So I didn't know he was a subscriber. I had no idea. This guy's been following me for a while, and sure enough, here I am pulling up at Honda. And he owns a Type R now, and apparently he owned an Integra before that. I forget what he had in it, but he was an Integra owner before, sold it, got a Type R, and now he's doing it big. But yeah, that was pretty cool. So here's the clip right here. I figured I'd show you right now before I ramble on too much. Riding in a Civic Type R kind of felt different. It didn't feel like, a turboed Integra. It didn't feel like a Honda, to be honest. It really didn't. It felt, I can't even explain to you what it felt like riding in it, but it was different. And he said that he did an intake on it, and I think an exhaust. I can't remember off the top of my head, but you could hear the blow-off valve going off, and I was just like, man, that sounds so good. And he was telling me, you really don't hear that with the factory box, with the factory, air box or whatever. And I was just like, man, that sucks. Everybody wants to hear that. That's what makes the car sound, interesting. That's what makes it sound different. So that was definitely a fun time. And, I'm like this close to wanting one, but at the same time, for like $30,000, I could just like import, you know, a DC2 in a few years, so I don't really think I should buy a Type R. And now that I think about it, it's not really a smart financial choice, so you know, I'll just leave that on the back burner. But that was pretty much it. It was pretty cool. Also, you guys were saying about dailies. You guys were telling me to get, you know, CRVs and what else? CRVs, another Integra, a Civic but don't mod it, you know, all these other cars. And you know, I'm not sure what I want to do yet. I know a Honda Beat is not really it's not really a daily, to be honest. It's more like another project because, you know, none of the parts are here. But in Virginia, there's this place called Duncan Imports. So they have like, I think 30 Beats there right now and a bunch of parts for them. So if I ever needed something, I could just go there and pick it up or have them ship it to my house. So that's the only reason why I'm considering the Beat, and I know it's, you know, really hard to get people to work on that because, you know, I really don't know too much about the Beat other than it's just a K car. But I was thinking like my top choices would be like the Beat, like the Accord, a Civic, and Integra, because those are like stuff I know. But I wanted something like really small. That was the whole concept of getting the Beat, because at my job there's not really good of parking, and I wanted something with good gas mileage, something that, you know, something that would be fun to drive. I don't want to just get a car and just say, you know, I gotta put money in this thing, and like I want it to be kind of special, you know. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna get yet, but the Beat, the whole reason why I brought up the Beat was because for $6,000, you know, I can get a Beat with like 30,000 miles on it, like, or 60,000 miles. So like that's not a lot. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet. Still gotta think about that, but that's why I'm gonna cut the video today, because now I'm just dragging it on, and I think I just combined like 3 videos all into one. But yeah, that's your summary, that's your update. The next video you see will probably be the walk around of that out there when all the snow is gone. But I don't know how long that will be. So just stay tuned, you know, I'm gonna be here doing my thing and trying to upload as much as possible. So I will see you guys in the next one.